ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of the More Sleep podcast, and boy, do we have a mildly exciting show for you today. On today's show, we'll focus on my special sleep investigation, where I explore how many hours is considered a good night's sleep. But first, we have the first ever 5 sleep facts of the day segment. Did you know that before color television, people dreamt in black and white? That's weird if you ask me. If I dreamt in black and white like today, I would bloody think it's like a horror movie or something. And hey, that's scary, man. Anyway, on to fact number 2. Did you know that humans spent 1/3 of their lives sleeping? Honestly reckon that's not enough for me. University and work are killing me right now. Ugh. Anyway, on to fact number 3. This fact kind of relates to what I was just talking about earlier. Did you know cats spend 2/3 of their life sleeping? When I die, I want to be reincarnated as a cat. That's a life to live right there, man. Anyway, on to the next fact. This next fact is a syndrome that has affected everyone listening to this at least once. There's something called dysania, which is described as the state of finding it hard to get out of bed in the morning. I feel like I suffer from chronic dysania in that case. You guys reckon I could walk up to Centrelink and ask for a fortnightly disability payment for my dysania? Probably not, eh? If I could claim benefits on dysania, then wouldn't everyone? Because everyone suffers from dysania, I reckon. Anyway, on to the 5th and final fact for today. This next fact probably hits closest to home for me. The sensation of falling half asleep then making a sudden jerking movement and waking yourself up is called a hypnic jerk. I've had this for about 3 years now, and I probably get it once a month, and it makes it very difficult to fall asleep. I end up staying up until the very next day because my hypnic jerks are very violent and rattle me for a bit. Anyway, that's all for 5 sleep facts of the day. I'll have 5 more facts for you if we ever get a second episode. But before I move on to the next segment, I'd like to thank the website dreams.co.uk for helping me find these facts out. Now, as I was talking about earlier, I'll be talking about my special sleep investigation. So anyway, people wonder how many hours you need to get a night. Some people say 6, some people say 12. Well, I interviewed a few people around campus, and I got our best journalist to do it. So we'll head on right over to him right now. Yo, guys. Well, our special journalist, we really didn't have a budget, so I'm here to fill in. You might recognize me. I'm the guy from before. Let's talk about the sleep facts. So anyway, I'll be the one doing the interview today. So let's go. So, mate, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
6 to 8.
You reckon that's enough?
Sort of, but if I don't get enough sleep, I would like to sleep in.
Yeah, same here, mate. Don't worry. How many hours of sleep do you get a night?
About 6 to 7.
You reckon that's enough?
Probably not, to be honest, but YOLO.
You heard it here first. YOLO. So how many hours of sleep do you get a night, bud?
I'm really bad with sleep. I go to sleep at like 3 a.m. and wake up at 12, so on average about 7.
Wow, dude. You reckon that's the right amount of sleep?
It's definitely not the right amount of sleep, and it's definitely not the right sleeping pattern.
Okay. So, mate, how many hours of sleep a night do you get?
Well, I'm on relaxants to help me sleep at night, but generally, depending on which day it is, 6 to 8 hours at most.
All right, thank you, little boy. All right, guys, I think that's all the interviews we need today because they didn't pay me enough, and by them, I mean me because I'm the one doing this podcast, and I've run out of people to interview, so I'll head back to the studio now and analyze the results. I'll be back. You'll probably see me in about 2 seconds, don't worry. Yo, guys, I'm back. I took a bit of a nap. I'm a bit more awake, you know? So anyway, you can see by the results, everyone's like 6, 8, 12 even. It's like real varied. So then I've done a bit of investigating myself by doing a bit of investigative journalism. And to do that, I made a sleep journal. So every night I would try a different way to sleep. So I would, let's say on a Monday night, go to sleep at 8, wake up at 7 in the morning. And then on Tuesday, I would go to sleep at 10, wake up at 6. Go to sleep at 12 on Wednesday, and wake up at 12. You guys get the gist of it. Well anyway, the results were real varied. But so far, the best sleep I found was about 10 p.m. and then waking up at about 7 a.m. I tried other things, such as going to sleep at 12, waking up at 6. That just made me very groggy in the morning, so that's a no. I also tried going from 8 to 8, but then I think I slept too long and then I was groggy in the morning and had a headache, so that was a no-go either. So in the end, I think from 10 till 7, about 9 hours, give or take an hour, is about the best kind of sleep you can get. You heard it here first on the More Sleep podcast. Well, that's all for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost my designated nap time, so I'll be seeing you guys next episode, if we ever get a second episode, that is.